Dear students, today our topic is soil degradation. Firstly, I want to tell you what the soil is. Soil. The word soil has been derived from a Latin word solum. S-O-L-U-M. And it means uppermost layer of the crust. Soil is weathered rock of earth which contains humus and numerous microorganisms. And it is said that soil forms with weathering on parent rocks. Actually, weathering is a process in which rocks expand during daytime and shrinks at night. And this expansion and shrinking creates cracks on the upper layer, and rock is divided into small particles. And next layer is exposed to heat and cold, and it is weathered. Here I will tell you that soil formation is a very long process. It is said that to form a 4-inch thick layer, a period of about 200 years is required. And if we will move towards the soil as a resource, I will tell you here, soil is the most important component of land. And land forms about 1/5 of the earth. And that is a major constituent of lithosphere and is the source of many materials which are used by man. And all the terrestrial plants obtain their water and mineral nutrients from the soil. And I will tell you here that as far as all biotic products in terrestrial ecosystem depends upon this soil, and numerous microbes like bacteria, fungi and many animals which are involved in the decomposition process live in the soil. And here I will tell you that all of them form humus by accumulation of partially synthesized organic materials. And it is the fertile surface layer of the earth, capable of supporting plant growth. And it is a mixture of mineral matter in which we have air is there, water is there, organic matter जिसको कि हम humus बोलते हैं, and organisms. And it is said that soil provides water, minerals to plants and serves as a habitat for bacteria, fungi and many kind of animals also. And if we'll move towards the importance of topsoil, I'll tell you that soil plays a multiple role in the life of organisms. It provides water and mineral nutrients to the terrestrial plants, as we have read earlier. And it is said that it is the medium in which plants and animal materials are decomposed. I'll tell you here the inorganic components, namely CO2, carbon dioxide and H2O, water, formed as the end product of decomposition and are related into the environment for reuse by plants. Okay, and if we'll see that the kinds of soil on the basis of texture, I'll tell you here that soil is aggregation of small particles of rocks, and soil texture is the physical nature of soil, and it is based on degree of coarseness, or I'll tell you here the fineness, due to the relative proportion of size of mineral particles present in it. And I'll tell you here on the basis of size of different particles, soil is of different types. Here I'll tell you that sand is there, slate is there, clay is included in that. And I'll tell you here the fertility of soil depends on its texture. Smaller the size of the soil particles, more is the fertility. Once more I will tell you the fertility of soil depends on its texture. Smaller the size of soil particles, more is the I'll tell you the fertility. And it also increases water holding capacity of soil. Normally, I'll tell you that the soil is the mixture of particles of different sizes. So it is a mixture of sand, silt, I'll tell you here, clay And the soil can be divided into different type of several bases, such as mode of formation is there, color is there, texture, climate, vegetation, that is all included in that. And if we'll move towards the classification of soil on the basis of texture, that is more widely accepted. And on the basis of the texture, I will tell you that soil can be divided into at least 6 types, in which we have sandy soil is there, clay soil is there, loomy soil is there, sandy loam soil is there, slitty loam soil is there, clay loam is there included. And these are the 6 types of the soil. And here I will tell you, if we'll move towards the sandy soil, what the sandy soil is, actually it is a soil which contains at least 85% or more sand. Remaining जो 15% है, that is clay or slit. And I will tell you that as far as the sandy soil is concerned, in that we will say that the water holding capacity is poor, because the ये जो है pores जो होते हैं, pore spaces are larger and abundant, and it is said that it is easy to plug. And at the time of irrigation, it proves to be a good soil. Okay, once more I will tell you, when we move towards the sandy soil, it is said that it is a soil which contains at least 85% or more sand. And जो कि remaining 15% होता है, that is clay and that is slit. And the water holding capacity is poor, because pore spaces जो होते हैं, that are larger and abundant. And it is said that it is easy to plug. And irrigation जो होती है, with irrigation, it proves to be a good soil. After that we move towards the clay soil. Claying soil जो होती है, I'll tell you, when the amount of clay is more than 50%, it is known as a clay soil. Once more I will tell you, clay soil जो होती है, उसको हम ये बोलते हैं when the amount of the clay is more than 50%. It is known as clay soil. And it contains a lot of silt and less sand. And it has a high water holding capacity. और जो soil particles होते हैं, that are joined together. और जो प्लगिंग जब हम इसमें करते हैं, that is difficult as the soil hardens after drying. Okay, and after that we have another type of soil that is called as loamy soil. What this loamy soil is, here I will tell you that this soil contains sand, slit and clay in equal amount. And I'll tell you here, the soil has a good water holding capacity and good in aeration. And it is said that this is the biggest soil. This is the best soil for growing most of the crops. And after that we have another soil which we call as sandy loam soil. What the sandy loam soil is, in this soil, I'll tell you that the sand is more. That is why we called it a sandy loam soil. After that we have another soil which we called as a slitty loam soil. What the slitty loam soil is, I'll tell you here, when slit is more in soil, it is known as slitty loam soil. And the last one is, that is clay soil. Clay soil, when I'll tell you, when the amount of clay is more, it is said that over 80% is that is known as the clay loam soil. Okay, that is all as far as these the 6 textures of soil is concerned. After that I will tell you, if we'll move towards the components of the soil, I'll tell you, it is said that at least soil has 5 components in different propositions, in which we have inorganic components. Organic components are included in that. Water is there, air is there, and microorganisms are there. And I'll tell you, as far as the inorganic components are concerned, here I will tell you that soil is formed by weathering of parent rocks, as you all know. And inorganic components जो होते हैं, that accounts for about 40% of the soil. And on the basis of the size of the soil particles, it can be sand, slit, clay or loam. And it is said that soil has several minerals such as nitrogen is there, potassium is there, calcium is there, phosphorus is there. Okay, after that we'll move towards the organic component. In organic component, I will tell you organic remains of plants and animals, such as I'll tell you the example of fallen leaves are there, dead body of animals are mixed in soil. And these are known as organic components. I'll tell you here, microorganisms decompose this organic matter and mix them up in the soil. And the inorganic matter is also called humus. Okay, once more I will tell you, as far as the organic components are concerned, I'll tell you that the organic remains of plants and animals, such as I'll give the example of fallen leaves, dead bodies of animals, that are all mixed in soil, and these are known as, I'll tell you, organic components. And microorganisms decompose this organic matter and mix them up in the soil. Here I will tell you, as far as the organic matter is concerned, that is called as humus. Okay, I'll tell you here, it increases the fertility of soil. When the amount of humus is more in soil, the color of the soil turns black. Here I will tell you, it also increases the water holding capacity also. Okay, after that we move towards the another component, and that is the water. I'll tell you here, as far as the soil is concerned, soil derives water from rain and irrigation, and a major part of the water percolates down in the rocks, while a small amount is held by particles of soil in the pore spaces. And it is said that the water absorbs in soil, helps in growing of plants, and transports of nutrients from soil to the plants also. So after that we have another, यहाँ पे मैं आप लोगों को बताऊंगी as far as the water holding capacity is concerned. Here I will tell you, we have a large trees. As far as the Aristotle is concerned, that is a scientist, तो biologist, उसने plants को categorize किया था 3 हिस्सों में, herbs, shrubs and trees. मैं आपको बताऊंगी, as far as the herbs are concerned, that are totally fleshy plants. Shrubs are concerned, that are little bit woody plants. And after that we have trees, in which we have, आप लोगों ने देखा होगा, बाहर आप जाओ, आप देखो salix is there, populus is there, ornithilus plants is there, जिसको कश्मीरी में हम बून बोलते हैं. हम उसको यहाँ से पानी नहीं देते हैं. What will happen? The water present in the soil, which we called as the gravity of water, मैं आपको बताऊंगी कि जब रेनफॉल होता है, यू विल सी इन योर ऑर्चर्ड्स, इन योर गार्डन्स, यू विल सी कि बहुत ज़्यादा जब पानी आ जाता है, हम देखते हैं कि वाटर लेवल जो है ज़मीन पे बहुत काफ़ी ज़्यादा हाई हो जाती है. बट आफ्टर सम टाइम यू विल सी देयर विल बी नो वाटर. वेयर दिस वाटर विल गो? कहाँ चला गया ये पानी? क्या ऐसा है कि हमने उठा के ले लिया? नो, देयर इज नॉट दैट टाइप ऑफ प्रोसेस. देन व्हाट विल हैपन? ये पानी जो है जज़ब हो जाता है. किसमें? सॉइल में. इसको अर्थ अट्रैक्ट करती है अपने ओर, विच वी कॉल्ड एज द ग्रेविटी ऑफ वाटर. तो यही वाटर जो है, जब ये बड़े बड़े प्लांट्स सर्वाइव करते हैं या अपने रूट्स को स्प्रेड कर लेते हैं, एंड दे सर्वाइव, ये जब स्प्रेड कर लेते हैं तो अपने आप में पानी को खींच के लाते हैं और सर्वाइवल ऑफ द प्लांट्स के लिए. ओके, आई विल टेल यू हियर दैट इट इज सेड दैट सॉइल डिराइव्स वाटर फ्रॉम रेन एंड इरिगेशन, एंड अ मेजर पार्ट ऑफ द वाटर percolates down in the rock, while a small amount is held by particles of the soil in the pore spaces. And it is said that water is absorbed in soil helps in growth of plants and transport of जो है कि nutrients from soil to the plant. Okay, after that there is another thing which we called as air. Air, what this air is, how this air helps. I'll tell you that air is filled in pore spaces of soil, and it is also necessary as it helps in aeration and fertility of soil also. I'll tell you here, root of plants get oxygen from air in the soil. Okay, so after that we have another point, that is called as microorganisms. What this microorganisms is, I'll tell you here, soil contains several type of microorganisms, जिसमें मैं आप लोगों को बताऊंगी कि bacteria are included in that, fungi is included in that, algae, protozoa, roundworms, earthworms, and many other insects are also included in that. These organisms decompose dead body matter and make it a part of the soil. Earthworms, it is said that earthworms जो होती है कि that helps in the mixing of soil and maintain soil porosity, जिसको हम बोलते हैं. तो I'll tell you here, मैं आप लोगों को बता दूंगी कि sometimes we have some materials जो मैं in our kitchen gardens, what will happen, जो भी हमारी सब्जियों का वेस्ट निकलता है, जो भी हमारा फ्रूट्स का वेस्ट निकलता है, तो हम किसी कोने में खोदते हैं, तो वहाँ पे एक गड्ढा जैसा बनाते हैं. So what we will do, वो जो मटेरियल है सारा वो हम उसमें डालते हैं. But when the winter season comes, what will happen, हम उसका जो है लिड ऊपर मिट्टी से बंद कर लेते हैं. तो उसको जब हम in the spring time we dig there, but we will see that we don't feed, हम पे नहीं देखते हैं that there are the covers of the potatoes, there are the ये जो है छिलके हम देखेंगे मिलेंगे हमें vegetables के. No, they are not there. What will happen, that will mixed up with the soil. वो पूरा मिक्स अप हुआ होता है सॉइल्स के साथ by the action of these bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa, and जब इनका एक्शन उस पे हो जाता है, that will make it a proper soil. Okay, after that I'll tell you that as far as the soil profile is concerned, मैं आप लोगों को बताऊंगी कि जो soil profile की तरफ हम देखते हैं, as we know that the soil is formed by weathering of parent rocks and collection of loose materials on it. And it is said that the study of vertical section, here I will tell you once more, the study of vertical section of soil, that is known as soil profile. and it has some, I'll tell you here, it has several layers, and each layer is known as horizon. I'll tell you here, a well-developed soil has 4 horizons. Okay, once more I will tell you, as we know that the soil is formed by weathering of parent rocks and a collection of loose materials on it. And here I will tell you, when we study the soil in a vertical section, that is known as a soil profile. And it is said that it has several layers, and each layer is known as horizon. And a well-developed soil, at least it has 4 horizons, in which one of them is O horizon, A horizon, B horizon, C horizon. मैं आप लोगों को बता दूं कि यहाँ पे कि that it is as far as the O horizon is concerned, it is said that it is a layer of surface, litter formed by fallen leaves, animals excrete, and it is said that its thickness is very low, and it is also as humus layer. इसको हम ए हॉरिजन लेयर को हम ह्यूमस लेयर भी बताते हैं. उसके बाद मैं आप लोगों को बता दूं कि then comes the another layer which we called as a horizon layer. What this a horizon layer is? It is that it is also known as a topsoil layer, and it contains minerals mixed with humus, and roots of the plants are restricted to this layer. And it is said that this layer is very much dark in color. Okay, after that we have another layer which we called as a B horizon. B horizon के बारे में मैं आप लोगों को बताऊंगी कि B horizon को हम subsoil layer भी बोलते हैं. Okay, या मैं आप लोगों को बताऊंगी that if we'll tell that B horizon known as a subsoil also, and this layer lies below A horizon, and it has no humus large present in it, and it is said that large particles of soil form this layer. Okay, after that we have another horizon which we call as C horizon. What the C horizon is, I'll tell you here, the lowest layer. Once more I will tell you, the lowest layer is known as C horizon, and it contains rock fragments. And it is said that below this lies the parent rock. Okay, so here I will tell you, ये जो था, that is all as far as the soil is concerned. Here I will tell you that there are some pollutions as far as the soil is concerned. Okay, I'll tell you, soil pollution, first of all I will tell you, means addition of such substances in soil which make it infertile or unfit for use. And these substances may be sewage of urban centers, yeah, solid wastes are there. Yeah, I will tell you as far as the industries are, industrial effluents are concerned. Yeah, overdose of chemical fertilizers or insecticides. And I will tell you as far as the soil pollution is concerned, soil pollution change the physical or chemical properties of soil, and it becomes unfit for cultivation of crops. Okay, sources of soil pollution, I'll tell you, there are various sources of soil pollution in which we have overdose of fertilizers and other chemical inputs. Yeah, sewage and solid wastes are included in that. Yeah, I will tell you that the industrial wastes are included in the acidic rain is one of them. Okay, मैं आप लोगों को बताऊंगी when we use insecticides and pesticides in our orchards, in our crop fields, what we will do. कभी कभार ऐसा होता है कि जो मटेरियल हम लगाते हैं वो ऐसा भी होता है कि जितना कंज्यूम करना था उतना किया, जो बचा वो हमने ऐसे ही डाल दिया जमीन पे, लेकिन जो उस लैंड एरिया का जिस पे वो केमिकल गिर गया उसका जो फर्टिलिटी रेट है, क्या इसकी वजह से, केमिकल की वजह से फर्टिलिटी रेट इसका खत्म तो नहीं हो रहा? या डेफिनेटली इट विल हैपन्स. जो केमिकल्स होते हैं इनकी वजह से फर्टिलिटी रेट में जो है काफी कमी आ जाती है. इसका जो ओवरडोज है काफी ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम्स करता है as far as the fertility rate of is concerned. I'll tell you here that at present most farmers in the world, particularly in the Asian, practice intensive forms of agriculture. It requires heavy doses of chemical fertilizers, चाहे so pesticides is then insecticides is then, and we will use weedicides also. And irrigate, ये जो होता है irrigation water, that is also included in that. I'll tell you that the excessive use of fertilizers increase salt content in soil. और जो insecticides होते हैं, pesticides होते हैं, और जो मैं आप लोगों को बताऊंगी weedicides होते हैं, that kill microorganisms of the soil and it becomes unfit for cultivation. क्योंकि मैं आप लोगों को बताऊंगी जो ये जो होता है कि जो over irrigation होता है, that drains out minerals and nutrients from the soil. Okay, and after that we have another point, and that is the sewage and solid waste. I'll tell you that the sewage and solid waste of urban centers is another cause of soil pollution. And here I will tell you the sewage water contains at जिनमें होता है soaps are there, detergents या phenyls that is includes in that. And when this water is used for irrigation, it makes soils polluted. क्योंकि जो सॉलिड वेस्ट होता है अर्बन सेंटर्स का दैट हैव मेनी नॉन डिग्रेडेबल सब्सटेंसेस, जिसमें हम ये बोलेंगे दैट देयर आर इंक्लूडेड ऑफ पॉलिथीन्स आर देयर, प्लास्टिक्स आर देयर, और कभी कभार हम ये भी देखते हैं दैट इंक्लूड्स पीसेस ऑफ ग्लासेस, रबर्स, एंड आई टेल यू दैट द इंडस्ट्रियल वेस्ट जिसको हम स्लज बोलते हैं, दैट आई टेल यू दैट कंटेनिंग पार्ट ऑफ लेड, या होता है कि वो जो कार्डियम इज इंक्लूडेड इन दैट, या कभी कभार हम ये भी देखेंगे दैट द मेडिकल वेस्ट्स that cause severe harms to the soil, as these substances are not biodegradable and remains as such in soil for hundred of years. Okay, after that we have another thing which we call as the industrial waste. What will happen due to this industrial waste? Sometimes I'll tell you that the industrial effluents are drained into the water sources, and when this water is used for irrigation, soil gets polluted because the water contains several toxic materials. क्योंकि वो हॉट वाटर बन गया होता है. आफ्टर दैट वी हैव अनदर थिंग व्हिच वी कॉल्ड एज एसिडिक रेन. ओके, इन दैट एसिडिक रेन आई विल टेल यू दैट एसिडिक रेन इज अनदर कॉज ऑफ सॉइल पोल्यूशन. When acidic rain falls in an area, the acid in water affects the fertility of soil and render it unfit for cultivation. And it is said that sometimes the rainwater forms a lake, and when the water is used for irrigation, soil gets polluted. And now I will tell you that there are some consequences of soil pollutions. Okay, chlorinated hydrocarbons affect the central nervous system. I'll tell you that it is said that the softening of brain, cerebral जो होता है hemorrhages, it is caused, जो मैं आप लोगों को बताऊंगी, sometimes it causes the damage of liver also. Hypertension is there. So, as far as this is concerned, these are some consequences of soil pollution. I'll tell you here that ये जो है कि ecological disturbances हो जाती है. Okay, industrial pollution is included in that, or organic pesticides जो होती है, these are the consequences, some of the consequences. Mine dust is there, or I'll tell you that which killing of plants using herbicides produces adverse ecological effect in the layer, ये जो होता है later periods which we called as ecological boom rage or backlashes also. So I'll tell you that is all as far as the soil is concerned. Now we have another as far as the soil erosion is concerned, or I will tell you that there are some measures to control soil pollutions. Definitely we have some measures to control soil pollutions. In that I will tell you that the soil pollutions can be checked by adopting some simple measures, such as I'll tell you that the farmers should motivate to adopt the use green manure instead of chemical fertilizers. Okay, and I'll tell you here that the farmyard manure is another option for the farmers, and it is a good manure if it does not have non-degradable substances in it. And I'll tell you that the sewage system of cities should be efficient, and it is sewage water should not be used for irrigation in fields also, and the industrial efficients should be properly treated before discharge into sources of water. And I'll tell you here solid wastes which is not I'll tell you which is non-degradable should not be thrown on open spaces. Rather, it should be burnt in incisors. Or I'll tell you that is all as far as our today's topic is concerned. We will meet again in next lecture. Till then, goodbye.